And we are live. Welcome to the stream tonight, everybody. We've got a huge Central Division battle coming your way between the Minnesota Wild and Nashville Predators. I am so excited for this game. I've been looking forward to this matchup since I saw on the schedule. If you're a fan of playoff-style, physical, big boy hockey, that is what we are going to get here tonight, and that is why I am so excited for the puck to get dropped between these two. Two of the most physical teams in the NHL, division rivals, going at it. Nashville just trying to stay in a playoff spot right now, 82 points. In the first wild card spot, but not by much. Vegas is at 82 as well. Dallas is at 81. This is a big game for the Nashville Predators, who are, it seemed like we're easily going to be a playoff team, and now all of a sudden find themselves a little bit more on the borderline than they were hoping to be. But this is going to be a fun game tonight, and Minnesota obviously on an absolute tear right now, playing great hockey and moving up to second place in the division in the Central. Obviously not going to catch Colorado for that first spot, but they are looking good now going into the postseason. So welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's awesome to see a bunch of you in the chat already. We got Raji Ghost, Axie, Austin, Carmine, Jem, Jim, Isaac, Joey, Vernon. What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. I just did the Bruins last night. I'm not doing them again, Jim. This is an NHL channel for all the teams. I'm not doing Bruins 2 nights in a row. Boston's leading 1-0. Yeah, I saw that Hollis scored the first goal of the game. This is definitely going to be a playoff-style game, Axie. I've been waiting for this one all week. I am super excited for the puck to get dropped here tonight, and this is one's been circled on my calendar for quite a while. Real deal. What's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. I haven't seen who's starting for the Wild. I know Saros is in goal for the Preds, but I haven't seen Minnesota's lineup. Let me take a quick stroll through Twitter, see if I can get Minnie's lineup for tonight. Bobby, what is going on, man? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Awesome to see you in the chat as always. Thanks for coming by. Ready for the puck to get dropped in this one. This is an ESPN Plus game, so if you're looking to watch it, this is one of those games that is only exclusively on ESPN Plus. Fleury's in goal. All right, so we got Fleury in net for Minnesota. We've got UC Saros in net for Nashville. So, obviously, a very good goaltending matchup here. 2 great goalies. It's going to be a fun one. I think it's going to come down to, just who's able to get going early in this game. I think whoever comes out and plays better early in this game is going to get a lead, put themselves in a good position to get out there and play winning hockey and put themselves in a good position to win the game. So this is gonna be an interesting one. Nashville really needs this, but they haven't been playing all that great recently. That's why they've slipped down and been caught by Vegas and almost caught by Dallas. So this is gonna be interesting here, but this is a huge game. Oh yeah, I almost forgot the poll. Gotta get your votes in. Hey, why did I? Oh my God, I can't. All right, who wins tonight? Question mark. Let me know in the poll, guys, how you think this one is gonna go. should be up right here pretty quickly. Let me know who you guys think is going to win this one. Wild on the road, Predators at home. Big game for both teams, particularly for Nashville. They really could use a win here. But I think it's going to be a playoff-style, big boy, really fun game to watch. Brian, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Victoria, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Braden, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to see you in the chat. We are getting ready to go in this one. Puck drop should be a few minutes away, and then we'll be getting into the action. Logan, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to see you in the chat. My day was pretty good, Austin. How about you? Thanks for coming by. Good to see you here. Hey, there you go, Brian. Nice, nice. Joey's going to take the Wild 3-2. Okay. Stewie, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. Vernon is spot on here with these with these little sentences or phrases he's coming up with for the game. Minnesota, we are going to catch a predator, and Nashville saying we are sending them back to the Wild. All right, that's funny. We'll see which one comes to fruition here over the next few hours, Vernon. BC Transportation, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, opening day, Bobby, Thursday. So a little bit delayed, but at least it's happening at all. Opening day. Konstantinos, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Jem thinks the Preds win tonight. Okay, this is a big game for them. They haven't been playing all that great recently. This is a big game for them. And it would certainly be a big win if they'd be able to come through and get the 2 points. Because they got teams right on their heels trying to take that spot. Eddie, what is going on? Welcome in. Yes, this should literally be a banger of a game. Absolutely. Two of the most physical teams in the league. This is gonna be a big one for sure. I haven't seen any of it, Axie, so I know it was 1-1 at the end of the first period. That's all I know. Real Deal says Fleury's gonna win, and Minnesota's gonna get the 2 points. They're playing really well here recently. Both Talbot and Fleury have been outstanding in goal. Talbot's actually playing really well right now, too. So they have two goaltenders firing on all cylinders. And Minnesota is 9-0-1 in their last 10 games. 9-0-1 for the Minnesota Wild in their last 10 games. They have not lost in regulation. So that obviously pretty crazy good stretch here for the Wild. Nashville's just 6-4 in their last 10. They're going to try and improve on that tonight. Richard and Robin, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Red Rubber, welcome into the chat. Thank you so much for watching. I did not Red Rubber. No, I didn't see any of it, but I know Kansas made a huge comeback. Holla again, Bobby? Wow. I know he scored the first goal, but did he do it again? Hey, Nomander, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Randy, what's going on? Welcome into the chat. Thanks for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you here. I don't know. Minnesota's one of the highest scoring teams in the league, no Mander. So I wouldn't say I wouldn't say that the under is. I don't know. This is a tough one with that. Minnesota though is usually playing very high scoring games. Their games usually go over. So now it might be different with Fleury and net because it might not be a whole lot of. Might not be a whole lot getting by Fleury, and it might keep the game more in like the 3-2 area, something like that. But I don't know. I feel like Minnesota is tough to bet the under with because they score almost 4 goals a game. Alex, what's going on? Tin, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Oh, it was Carlo, shorthanded. Nice, Isaac. Thanks for the update. Appreciate it. So Bruins up 2-0 over Detroit. Holla and Carlo with the goals. Yeah, Minnesota's had an incredibly good season this year, Richard and Robin. They've been outstanding this season, and I think they've got a real shot to do some damage in the playoffs. Well, I don't know. I don't know how you would get the breakdown of away and home goals. All I know is that Minnesota is one of the highest scoring teams in the league. There's no home and away breakdown, but if you go to NHL.com, you can see like goals for and stuff like that. Yeah, I think Minnesota's definitely going to I think Minnesota's definitely going to be dangerous come playoff time for sure. I don't know, John. I haven't heard anything about that. I know Minnesota's won 9 out of their last 10, but I don't know if the Preds have been that good. Or I haven't seen anything on the broadcast here about that, but I've kind of been watching the chat. I haven't been paying attention to the TV. Bruin, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much. We are getting ready for puck drop. UC Saros is in the net for Nashville. They are home tonight. On the road, we've got the Minnesota Wild. And this is a huge, huge game. Marc-Andre Fleury in net for Minnesota. He has been outstanding in the 3 games he's played since the trade deadline. 3-0-0 with a .958 save percentage. Hey, there we go, Bobby. Good to see. What's going on, 66? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. Big one tonight between the Leafs and the Panthers. As we drop the puck and we are underway, this one has begun. Puck in the neutral zone now, backhanded in by the Predators. Underway here, period number 1. Goligoski sends it up the boards. It's kept in. Now it comes back through to Kulikov, and it's cleared out by the Wild into the offensive zone. Shot in there, saved by Saros. First shot of the game. Preds come back the other way. Up ice into the offensive zone, and they're offsides going in. And we get a whistle here. Quick one, just 26 seconds into the game. It's offsides against Nashville, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off coming up. Wow, 3-1 now. Wow, that changed quickly. Neutral zone draw here. We're going to get a change at center as Granlund gets kicked out. And that one is won back here over the red line, dumped in by Fabro. Chasing is Luke Cunnin into the offensive zone. Hit on Brodin. Forechecking pressure coming now from Nashville. It's taken by the D. And Dumb is able to clear that one out for Minnesota. Into the offensive end. Kaprizov's pass. Trying to find Hartman. Doesn't get it through. Behind the net now. Sent out in front. Saros has got to get a piece of that one. Preds clear it off the rebound. Already some good action in at both ends of the ice here. Not even a minute in. Here's another chance as Hartman chases to the corner. Kaprizov tried to find him in the middle. Back to Kaprizov behind the net. He gets knocked down. Played up the wall here. Brodin keeps it in. Minnesota trying to keep it in the attacking end. That one's stolen away by the Preds, and they'll clear this one. Dumped back the other way now. D-to-D play over to Matt Dumba. Dumba back to Jonas Brodin. Minute 20 in. Wilder back into the offensive zone. They'll chase on the forecheck. And it gets whistled down, and we get an icing call here. Icing call here against the Wild. It will come back down to their zone. Preds will get a crack at an O-zone draw. Scoreless start, just under a minute and a half into this one. Caleb, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely. Minnesota is going to be a dangerous team, I think, Caleb. For sure, they've got a shot to go on a bit of a run. Absolutely. Played down behind the net now. Taken here, Philip Forsberg for the Preds. Rips that one through the middle. Goes wide of the post, though, off glass. Trying to work this one around. Played up now, and that one's cleared out to the neutral zone. Over here, it's taken by Nashville. Wild try and come back the other way with it. At the red line, it's Fiala. That one gets dumped in now. Chasing it is Ekholm in behind his own net. Matthias Ekholm will lead the breakout now for Nashville. Just over 2 minutes into the first. Dumped in by Carrier. Behind the net, Fleury tries to stick it to a defenseman. McCarron comes in there and makes it a little difficult. That one thrown in on goal and kicked away by Fleury. Played now down in the corner. And that one's popped up high. We got a fight already in front of the net. It's Jacob Middleton and Mike McCarron. Gloves are off early in this one. Right in front of the net, Middleton swings around and gets McCarron down. And we get our first scrap of the game and probably not the last. Jacob Middleton and Michael McCarron drop the gloves in front of the net. And I told you guys this was going to be big boy hockey. And it is off to that kind of start as they jostle in front. And they immediately drop the gloves right in front of Marc-Andre Fleury. And we get scrap number 1 of what's probably going to be more in this one tonight. Huge divisional game here, and they get it started early. John, this game is only available on ESPN Plus. This is an ESPN Plus exclusive game. McCarron and Middleton still yapping while they're in the penalty boxes here. Jawing back and forth. And it will be an offensive zone face-off now. One back by the Preds. They throw it in on Fleury. Working it up, not out of the zone. Predators keep it in again. Nashville trying to get off to a good start here. Up the boards it goes. Greenway with a hit. Breaks the defenseman's stick there. Moved over now. Jeannot with a good hit. And we get another scrap back behind the play. Marcus Foligno and Mark Borowiecki drop the gloves and go at it. And that was a quick one with Foligno quickly throwing Borowiecki to the ice. But Mark Borowiecki and Marcus Foligno go, and we've got fight number 2. We're not even 3 minutes into the game, and these division rivals are taking no prisoners here tonight. This is why I wanted this game. This is why I wanted this game. I knew it was going to be like this, and this is every bit I thought it was going to be. And we got 2 scraps right off the bat. All I'm waiting for now is Nick Deslauriers. Nick Deslauriers is still waiting to go for Minnesota here. He hasn't gotten out there yet. I don't know if he's going to have a dance partner at this point. Predators lead the NHL in fighting majors. Deslauriers on the ice now. I think both of the Preds' main fighters are in the penalty box. So I don't know if he's going to find a partner. Deslauriers plays it deep behind the net, working it around. Up here, good keep in by Duhaime. Duhaime could go. He's another fighter for Minnesota. One back now. We got a penalty coming in front of the net. Preds player goes down. It's Fabro. And it looks like Brandon Duhaime got his stick up in on Dante Fabro there. Fabro and Duhaime yapping back and forth as it's going to be a power play here for Nashville. They're going to get the first power play chance of the game. No, Mander. It stays 5-on-5. They're just matching penalties. It stays 5-on-5. And Nashville is going to get the first power play chance here. TCB, what's going on? Lucas, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Duhaime got the stick up right into the face of Dante Fabro there. And that is going to be a high sticking penalty. 2 minutes for high sticking. And it's going to be a power play now here for the Preds. We'll see if they can get an early lead in this one. Just over 3 minutes in. Johansson trying to win the faceoff. Kind of a stalemate off the draw. And it's taken back now. Here's Ryan Johansson with a shot. That one just missed wide. Worked back down low. Preds still have it in the offensive end. Duchesne to Johansson. Johansson back to the point. Long shot in there. Squeaks through to Fleury. And he's going to grab that and cover it up. 19 seconds into the power play. It will be another offensive zone faceoff coming for the Preds. Looking for an early lead here on the man advantage. Nashville has the 6th best power play in the league. Minnesota only 22nd in the league in penalty kills. So that's been a little bit of an area of a concern for them. We'll see how they do here on this one. Nashville setting up again in the attacking zone. Shot in there, gets blocked. Down low, played here by Duchesne. Out in front, chance for Forsberg, and Fleury with a great save in front. Stopping Philip Forsberg's chance from the middle of the ice. And that one is going to keep it 0-0 here. Big save from the Wild goaltender. Taking now another ozone draw here. See if the Preds can win this one cleanly back. They do. Back to Roman Josi. Josi is a defenseman who has a legitimate shot of hitting 100 points this season. It's been a long, long time since a defenseman in the NHL has hit 100 points. Brian Leach, I believe in 1992, was the last D-man to score 100. And Josi has a chance to possibly do it this year. Taken now, one back again. Preds setting back up in the offensive zone. Duchesne with it on the near side boards. Trying to get away. Back now, back to the blue line. Josi gets it over to Granlund. Played out here. That one goes to the corner. Granlund with it. And that one's stolen away by Minnesota. Here they come shorthanded up ice as we tick down to 50 seconds to go. Freddie Gaudreau with a good shot, and Saros has to be sharp and make the save there. $50 seconds to go on the power play. It's going to be an offensive zone face-off coming up now here for the shorthanded Wild. As Saros had to make a nice save on there. Rich Boy Tory, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get that hype in the chat and welcome our newest subscriber to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As that one is taken back here. Predators with it, trying to carry it out of their zone. 40 seconds to go here on the power play. Moved up over the red line into the offensive end. Played back here. Ekholm goes D-to-D with it. Top of the circle. Josi. Back to Ekholm. Long shot there. Knocked down in front. Preds trying to get to it. It just goes wide. Still 20 seconds to go here on the power play. Here's Tomasino with it. Back to the point. It's Ekholm. Over to Josi. Josi pass in front. That goes off a skate. Preds still have it though. Ekholm out high. Keeping possession here. Gets it over to Josi. Shot in there, and they score! It's Roman Josi with his 82nd point of the year. He rips one home on the power play. It's 1-0 Nashville. What a shot there from Roman Josi. And his massive offensive season continues as he puts the Preds up 1-0 here over the Wild. And they take advantage of the power play and get an early lead here. His 19th goal of the season. Just over 5 minutes into the first. Extreme Gamer, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Mia, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for watching. Awesome to see you in the chat as always. We are back underway, 5-on-5. Back the other way now. Here's Goligoski. Fakes a shot. And a pad save there by Saros. Moved back up and out now. Taken here back the other way. Predators into the offensive zone. Cunnin shoots. Nice save by Fleury. Behind the net. Puck ends up back in Minnesota's possession. Trying to work it around now in their defensive zone. Moved up now over the red line into the offensive end. Kaprizov drops it back, then a pass into the middle. That one gets knocked down. Played down low here again by Kaprizov. Zuccarello comes in to help. Preds trying to keep them pressured to the outside along the boards. Zuccarello gets knocked down. Big pig pile here. Both teams trying to dig the puck out. Seems to be under Zuccarello. Referee doesn't blow the whistle. Preds eventually able to squirt that one out. And here we are now. ESPN Plus doing its usual not working. This app is absolute trash. It literally does this every freaking game now. And we're back now into the wild zone. Nashville still pouring on some pressure. Played over now. That one gets deflected in. Fleury with a big save there. Wild get to the rebound and clear it out. 12:50 to go here in the first. Right back into the offensive zone. Tomasino drops it for Yossi. Trennan tries to get it through the middle, but not able to get it on goal. Wild come back the other way. Here's Fiala into the offensive zone. Good back check from Tomasino. Steals the puck and clears it out. Back the other way now. Played by Goligoski. Backhanded up. Moved across now. Wild trying to get it out of their end. They pass it up to Duhaime. And that one, we get a stoppage here. And it looks like a delayed penalty coming up against the Preds. So now the Wild are going to get their crack at a power play here. Tanner Jeannot is headed to the penalty box. And Nashville was able to score on their first power play. We'll see if the Wild can do the same as they're going to go to their power play for the first time in this one. Is a high sticking call against Jeannot with 12:16 to go in the first. Predators have won both games so far. Predators have won both games so far that they've played against Minnesota this season. They play obviously tonight in this one, and then they play again on April 24th, which is during the last week of the year. But it's going to be a power play now here for the Wild. We'll see if they can even this game up. As we head to our first commercial break of period number 1. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget, it means a lot if you can hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a hockey community where everybody can come together, have some fun, and enjoy hockey. And certainly an entertaining start so far. 2 fights in the first 3 minutes. And we got a goal from Roman Josi, and now the Wild are going on the power play with a chance to try and match that. This has been a real fun one to start, and hopefully it continues for the full 60, as this should be a great divisional battle here tonight. We've got upcoming stream schedule in the chat, so you guys know what's coming up the rest of the week. Haven't added anything to it or anything, but it's there in the chat, so you guys can take a mental note. I mean, I have no idea I have no idea how they're going to play in the playoffs, BC Transportation. We don't even know if they're going to get into the playoffs. I mean, Dallas still has games in hand on Vegas. Vegas may not even get into the playoffs. Trevor, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat, my man. That one gets one back now. Played up the boards. And quick clear there for the Predators to start this penalty kill. They are off to a good start. They've played extremely well against against Minnesota this season. So that one's deflected up and into the Preds bench. We'll get another whistle and a neutral zone faceoff coming here. 11:58 to go in the first period. 1:42 left on the power play for the Wild. Predators have beaten the Wild both times they've played so far. And they are off to a good start, up by one here in the first. Neutral zone draw here. One back by the Wild. Kaprizov too far in front of him, but he skates into it. Down low in the corner. Carrier pokes it away. That rides off glass and out. Cleared again by the penalty kill here of the Predators. Minute and a half to go on the power play. Zuccarello's regrouping. Brings it up to the neutral zone. Looking for a pass. Sends it back to Kaprizov. Into the offensive end. Back to Zuccarello. Plays it down low behind the net. Ekholm gets there. Lots of pressure in on the Wild once they try to get the puck here. Here's a shot from Kaprizov and a good save there. As Saros has got to get a pad on it. Best chance of the power play so far. Still a minute to go on the man advantage over the red line. Pass into the middle. Here comes Foligno. Back to Kaprizov. Back to the point. He turns it over and the Preds clear it all the way down. Moved back the other way now. Wild, 45 seconds left into the attacking end. It's Freddie Gaudreau. Plays that one over. Down behind the net. Both teams trying to dig the puck out now. Preds looking to clear their zone. Forecheck coming here from the Wild. And McCarron and Foligno in there digging away. Big pile up behind the goal. Finally sent up the boards. And it's played by Fiala for Minnesota. They set up in the attacking end. He switches with Brodin, gets it back, long shot there! Saros gets a piece of it. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Wild still have it in the offensive zone. Here's Brodin over to Dumba. Dumba's shot blocked. Good defensive play there from the Predators. That's along the sideboards now. Power play comes to an end. And we are back to 5-on-5 as Jeannot comes out of the penalty box. Still 1-0 Nashville on Roman Jossi's power play goal. That's the only goal of the game so far. Played back now. Chance in front. And the Predators take that one and clear it all the way down. Chasing back the other way. Wild touch it up. And they'll regroup now in their own zone with 9:50 to go in the first as we pass the halfway point of this opening period. Here's Fiala now into the offensive end. Pass back to the point. Middleton knocks that one down. Saros makes the save. Good job throwing that one in on goal. Back the other way now over the red line into the offensive end. Here's Philip Forsberg. Pass into the middle. Chance. Fleury comes across. Rebound. Predators can't get it in. And the Wild clear it to the sideboards, but not out of the zone. Kept in now, but it goes out and is offsides as Nashville brings it back in. And we get a whistle here. And it will be a neutral zone faceoff coming up after the offsides against Nashville. So close to making it 2-0. But Fleury comes up with a huge save on Mark Borowiecki. And then Forsberg's rebound attempt goes to the outside of the goal. Trevor, 10 months a member. Let's go. Thank you so much. Let's get that member hype for Trevor. 10 months a member on the channel. Really, really appreciate it. Best goalie going into the playoffs. I mean, all of the goalies that were lighting it up have kind of, I don't know, faltered a little bit here recently. But Obviously, Andrei Vasilevsky has won 2 Stanley Cups in a row. I am never going to doubt him come playoff time. Shesterkin has kind of fell off a little bit, but I think Shesterkin, if he can play at a, you know, the level he was for most of this season in the playoffs, is going to be really good. Obviously, Minnesota now with Fleury is going to have great goaltending. Darcy Kemper in Colorado has just gotten better and better as this season's gone along, but I don't think there's like a standout top goalie, because even like the top guys have kind of fallen off a little bit here. I think they're starting to get tired. I mean, we're at the point now where they've played, you know, 50-plus games on the year, some of them 60-plus games. I think they're starting to get a little bit tired, but you know, there's a lot of teams with great goaltending. I think a lot of the big contenders all have very good goaltending. James, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Saros is another guy that can get really, really hot, and when he is playing at his best, he's one of the best goalies in the league. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how it all goes. And here we go, we get another scrap! It's Borowiecki with his second of the night! This time he's got Delorier! They exchange some short rights and lefts for Borowiecki. They're tied up pretty good. Borowiecki comes back and knocks down Delorier! Our third fight of the game! Second for Mark Borowiecki! And Delorier finally gets in on the action coming back from that commercial break. 9:17 to go in the first. Both guys cut here. Both guys cut here. And they're going to have to head off to the locker room and get the bleeding stopped. 3 fights in the first period, and this is a division rivalry. This is what divisional games should look like. As, let's see, we've got Borowiecki twice and Michael McCarron for the Predators, and for Minnesota, we've had Middleton, Foligno, and Delorier. And that one's dumped in now by the Preds. They chase after it on the forecheck. Trying to extend the lead to 2. It's down in the corner. Cunning gets knocked down there. Then he knocks somebody down. Excuse me, that was Cousins. That was Nick Cousins. Back the other way now. Bjugstad moves it into the middle. Up over the red line. Big stand up there by Matthias Ekholm. But the Preds dump it in. Or, excuse me, the Wild dump it in. Duhaime and Kaprizov now in on the forecheck. Bjugstad comes back and takes it on the back check. I would not be surprised if Duhaime gets into it with maybe Tanner Jeannot or maybe Luke Cunnin. I'm trying to think of Wild players that would go with Brandon Duhaime, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets in on the action here. Seems like everybody else is. As this one's played down low now. Eriksson Ek behind the net. Greenway and Foligno on his wings. That one's cleared out, though, by Nashville. Dumba will send it right back in. Foligno will lead the forecheck with Greenway. Greenway gets the puck along the boards. Gets pinned to the wall there. And the Predators take it and they clear it out. Back the other way now into the offensive zone. Nashville pass in the middle. Shot there, and Fleury with a really nice glove save. And that is a big stop there by Marc-Andre Fleury. And he snags that one. And it will be an offensive zone face-off here now for the Predators as they will look to extend the lead. But Fleury's made some really, really nice saves here. The only goal he gave up was a power play goal to Josi. We got 7:57 to go in the first. And that one gets one back now behind the Wild net. Forsberg gets it in the corner. Outmuscles Gaudreau for it. Moved across here. Preds keep it in the attacking zone. Middleton can't clear. It's now down behind the net. Stolen, though, on the pass-through. Trying to get it to Johansson. Preds doing a good job of keeping it in the offensive zone. Here's Tomasino. Sent up the wall there. Carrier trying to keep it in, but this time the Wild will get it out. Here's Fiala up ice. Brought in now. And ESPN Plus doesn't work anymore. This thing is absolutely brutal with the cutting in and out. Ikeka, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you on the stream. Brought up now into the offensive zone. Tyson Jost with a shot and a nice save there by Saros. Played over now. Back out top of the circle. Wild working it around the offensive zone. Spun away here. Here's Fiala, top of the circle. Shot in. That one's blocked in front. And Saros on the rebound attempt is going to grab it with a glove. We'll get a whistle. 7:06 to go. 7:06 to go in the first. And we'll have an offensive zone faceoff coming up here for Minnesota. I don't know, David. I can't predict the future. I have no idea what's going to happen in the playoffs. They're obviously playing extremely well right now. They look like they can beat anybody in the league right now. A month from now, are they going to be playing that way? That remains to be seen. But there's no way to know until we actually get there. Moved up now. That one trying to bring it into the offensive end. Wild send it right back out over the red line into the offensive zone. Here's Hartman. Cross corner dump. Playing it around now. Wild have it in the attacking zone. Fabro trying to clear it out. He's getting pressured. Sends it behind the net. Taken here by Ekholm. Up the board. Stolen back into the middle. Here's a chance for Minnesota. And they score! The Wild tie the game. It's 1-1 as Zuccarello puts it home after a bad turnover in the defensive end. And with 6.5 to go here in the first, Predators can't get the puck out of their end. It's a 1-1 game as Minnesota evens it up. And we have ourselves a tie game here now, late in the first. As we're down to 6.5 minutes to go. And the Minnesota Wild have just tied this one up. Matt Zuccarello with his 21st goal of the season. And we are all even again here. So that one gets one back. Played here by the Preds. Carrier will dump it into the offensive zone behind the net. And now we're going to get a whistle again. We're getting a power play here for Nashville. It's a penalty against Kevin Fiala. And Nashville, who already has one power play goal in this game, is going to get a chance at another power play here. .6:27 to go in the first. And that one gets one back now. Yossi, pass back to the point. Long shot in there. Chance in front. Duchesne sent to the corner. Back out to the point. Played around here. Working it along the half wall. Preds trying to set up on the attack. Keeps it in the offensive zone. Yossi, pass in front and chance now. Johansson pokes it home. A beautiful redirection at the top of the crease. And Ryan Johansson makes it 2-1 Nashville. Their second power play goal of the game. And that puts Nashville up 2-1. And a great goal there again on the power play for the Predators. And this is going to show that Minnesota needs to stay out of the penalty box. Nashville is now 2 for 2 on the power play in this game, and Minnesota has got to stop taking penalties. Because every time they do, Nashville is putting it in the back of the net. And the Preds quickly get their 1-goal lead back. Taken now up the boards. Minnesota trying to bring it into the offensive zone. Eriksson Ek gets absolutely pasted there by Colton Sissons. Greenway chases after Sissons, but he just skates away. Moved over now. Eriksson Ek returns the favor with a huge hit. bringing it into the zone there. And now we get a dump in by Minnesota as they go in on the forecheck. Trying to get it going. Now we get a whistle, and everybody getting into it after the play. Eriksson Ek is in there. Greenway's in there. Lauzon and Janot and Sisson's in there for Nashville. Everybody gets involved here. But it looks like it's going to break up, and with 5:41 to go in the first, we've got another penalty call here. 2 minutes for interference. And it's going to be another power play here for the Predators. Holy cow. As we go to the final commercial break. Final commercial break here of period number 1. Predators already with 2 power play goals in this game, and it looked like it was one of the Minnesota players going to the penalty box here. We'll see what the official penalty call is when we come back. Victorio, thank you so much for subscribing. Really, really appreciate it. Let's get that new sub hype in the chat. And everybody, welcome Victorio to the channel. No, it's Minnesota to the power play. Never mind. Colton Sissons is off for interference. It's Minnesota to the power play. So I don't know what those Wild players were doing over by the penalty box, but I guess they were just having a chat with Nick Delorier, who's in the box after the fight, because it's Colton Sissons for interference, and Minnesota is going to go on the power play here. So we'll see if Minnesota can get the game tied up here on the man advantage, or if Nashville can kill off another one. We are at the final commercial break here of period number 1. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget to that thumbs up and subscribe. Cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Really, really appreciate everybody being in the chat. Just trying to grow a community where everyone can come together and have some fun. So we come back from commercial break. Sissons is in the penalty box, and Minnie's going to get a chance on the power play. Think it's a good time for cheers in the chat. Appreciate everybody being here. Cheers to a great hockey game. Cheers to a great stream. I got a rum and coke tonight. Cheers, everybody. Thank you guys all so much for the support. It is unbelievable, and can't wait to keep enjoying some hockey with you all. And that one is cleared right off of the draw by the by the Nashville penalty kill. Moved up now. Here's Minnesota through the neutral zone to Zuccarello into the offensive end. Back now to the point. Spurgeon with it. Minnesota getting set up now on the attacking end. Chandler, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. It's awesome to have you in the chat. Backdoor shot there. One-timer. Just missed. Great opportunity for the Wild, and then it caroms off the boards and out of the zone. Minnesota brings it back in. Sent around, kept in here by Foligno. Moved over now. Here's a chance for Zuccarello. Back behind the net. Up the wall it goes, and that one's cleared out. And another good clear there for Nashville. Spurgeon's got to go back and get it. Moved up now through the middle into the offensive zone. Here's Kevin Fiala with a backhand high off glass. Down low. Sent around there by Foligno. Up the boards it goes. Chip to the sideboards. Back out to Brodin. Plays it into the faceoff dot. Fiala's passed into the middle. Gets deflected away, and Nashville clears again. This game is on ESPN Plus. This is an ESPN Plus exclusive. And I am from Massachusetts, Victorio. I cover the entire NHL. I live an hour away from Boston in Massachusetts. Moved up now, and that one's cleared out. And final 15 seconds now of the Minnesota power play. They're not even in the zone. Moving it up now into the offensive end. One last chance for the Wild here before we go back 5-on-5. Full strength again. Nashville's killed off another one. Nashville 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Also 2 for 2 on the power play. Played back now. That one's just cleared out. And with 3:28 to go now in the first, Minnesota's going to try and bring it back in. Dumba takes a hit but dumps it deep. Saros leaves it behind the net for a defenseman. Predators trying to work the puck up and out of the zone now. Hey, there we go. That's awesome, Randy. Very, very cool. Bear, what's going on? Welcome in. Played behind the goal line now. Predators up and out through the middle of the ice. That one gets deflected away by Johansson. Minnesota will chase, regain possession in their own zone. Greenway off the boards and cleared to the neutral ice. Backhanded the other way. Here's Tyson Jost now into the offensive zone. It's stolen away from him by Forsberg. Preds come back the other way. And trying to get it into the offensive end, but not able to. Played up now. Fabro with a good pass to Forsberg, but he's stood up by Kulikov, who gets it out of the zone. Over the red line and dumped in the other way by Minnesota. They'll get a line change. Predators get possession back in their own end with 2.5 to go in the first period. Nashville with the 2-1 lead. Played up the boards now. Chip to them all the way down. No icy on the play. Predators win the race. Hit on Cousins behind the net, but he keeps possession of the puck. Sends it back to the blue line. Here's Carrier. Sends it deep. Back down the other way. Spin around shot there. Just goes wide from Sissons. Pinching to keep it in is Lauzon. He gets hit there by Kaprizov, but continues with the puck behind the net. Works it back out to Alexander Carrier. Cross corner now, chasing after it. Matt Luff. Moved back the other way now, up and out. Taken by Kaprizov through the neutral zone. Wild come into the offensive end. Shot in there, saved by Saros. Rebound chance on the backhand, just sent wide. Big hit there by Zuccarello. Brodin steps up and knocks down a man as well. Bodies continue to fly in this one. And we're going to get a penalty call now again here against Minnesota. Hey, thank you, Bear. I appreciate it. Glad that you're enjoying the channel. Moved up now. Predators into the offensive zone. Delayed penalty call against the Wild coming up. But the whistle won't blow until Minnesota gets the puck. Now they do. And it will be called. It's going to be a cross-checking penalty against Marcus Foligno. And Nashville is already 2 for 2 on the power play in this game. They're going to get another opportunity here. Oh, no, it's against Kaprizov. My apologies. Foligno was the one yelling at the ref, but it's Kaprizov going to the penalty box. So cross-checking against Kirill Kaprizov and a power play coming up now for the Preds. Foligno was giving the referee an earful there. And Nashville's going to have an opportunity to extend this lead to 2. What a game this has been already. Crazy fun game so far. Very much like the playoffs. Very, very much like a playoff game. As this one's worked around now. Back out high. Played here by Yossi. Pred set up. Shot in there. Fleury's got to make a good save with traffic in front. Just 9 seconds into the power play. We'll have another face-off coming up. 1:05 to go in the first. About 45 or so seconds of power play time will carry over into the second period. Played back now. Yossi with it. Passes it to Duchesne. Back to Yossi out high. He blasts one deflected. And they score! It's Johansson again! As he deflects it over Fleury. And under the bar, it's a 3-1 lead for the Predators. Their third power play goal of the game. Okay, Minnesota, stop taking penalties. You literally cannot kill off a single penalty. Stop taking penalties. Holy cow. Minnesota takes another penalty. Nashville makes them pay. It is 3-1. And all 3 Nashville goals have come on the power play. Final minute now of the first period. Minnesota trying to bring it through the neutral zone. Jost gets hit, but he dumps it in. Played around now. Up the wall it goes. Long shot in there. That one blocked on the way through. Played to the corner. And now Nashville's going to take a penalty as Jared Spurgeon gets taken down. And now it's going to be a tripping call against the Preds, and Minnesota's going to get another power play chance. Well, Minnesota's had power play chances. They haven't scored on any of them. Nashville's had power play chances. They've scored on all of them. That's been the difference in this game so far. And it is going to be now Luke Cunnin headed to the penalty box. 31 seconds to go in the first period. Will carry over into period 2 if the Wild don't score. But we are off to a crazy, crazy start here in this one. Back the other way now. Brought in. Oh, in behind the D. Here's a chance shot. Saros with a huge save. What a massive save. 10 seconds to go here in the first. One back out high. Played here by Zuccarello. Final seconds. One last chance for Minnesota. That one's blocked. And the horn is going to sound. That's going to do it. End of the first period. Nashville with a 3-1 lead at the end of one. All on power play goals. And we get some more jawing right as the period comes to an end here. And the teams will reluctantly go to their respective locker rooms. This has been a feisty game to start. Exactly what I was hoping for. 3 fights in the first period, a 3-1 game. Some big hits as well. This has been my absolute dream start to this game. And I hope it continues for the full 60 minutes. Duhaime hasn't fought yet. I want to see Duhaime get into it. Plenty of guys left on the Predators to drop the gloves as well. Need more and more and more action as this one goes along. But this has been a division rivalry at its finest. The power play will carry over from Minnesota into the second. And we are now in the first intermission. The Predators with a 2-goal lead, up 3-1 in this one already. Welcome in. Thank you guys all for being here. What an awesome game so far. This was exactly what I was hoping for. But the Predators' power play has been the difference in the game so far. 3 for 3 on the power play for Nashville. Meanwhile, Minnesota has not scored on either of theirs yet. And, that's how we've gotten a 3-1. But welcome in, everybody. Good to see everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for coming by. And please don't forget, it really does help out a lot. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Cover the entire NHL. So fans of every team are welcome and wanted here. And we'll have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for period number 2 to begin. And, man, it's been a great night of hockey around the league. And a very, very fun game here so far in this one. 3 fights in the first period. Couldn't have asked for anything better myself. That was absolutely what I was hoping for. So we'll see. Luke Cunnin's tripping call. That carries over into the second period for about a minute and 30 seconds. So Minnesota will have some more power play time to start period 2. But around the league, looking at these other scores, man, a lot of good games going on. Bruins and Red Wings tied 2-2. Sabres up 2-1 over the Hurricanes. That's quite a surprise. Senators and Canadiens tied up at 3. The Maple Leafs, who at one point had a 5-1 lead, are now just up 5-4 over the Florida Panthers. So Florida is making a huge push in that game. Rangers are holding a 2-1 lead over the Devils. The Blue Jackets and Flyers are tied 2-2. The Avalanche have a 4-2 lead over the Penguins. And the Dallas Stars have taken a 1-0 lead over the New York Islanders. 100% Dork, what's going on? Welcome in. Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get that. If you guys like basketball, be sure to check out Sal's channel. He does NBA and college. Obviously, college is over now with the national championship game happening last night, but he does NBA, college basketball on his channel. Does a lot of great play-by-play, so thanks for coming by, man. Pablo, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Sophie, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Next Bruins game that I'm streaming, Bear, is going to be Sunday afternoon against the Capitals. Sunday afternoon against Washington is the next Bruins game that I'm streaming. Kansas won the national title, Pablo. Kansas won the national title. So we're here with a chance to catch our breath a little bit here in the intermission while we wait for the second to begin. There certainly wasn't much of catching breath in that first period. I mean, that was physicality all over the place. 3 fights, 4 total goals. Crazy, crazy, crazy first period there, and I hope we get 2 more periods of it. So, chance to hang out and chill now. Boy, that is a strong drink. Yeah, honestly, Vernon, about as much action as you could get in a hockey game, that's for sure. Oh no, that's not good, Victoria. Hopefully you can get that straightened out. Yeah, I mean, judging by the way that Boston played last night, which wasn't all that great, I'm not overly surprised. Second game of a back-to-back is especially hard when you're not playing at your best. It's really hard to win the second game of a back-to-back when you're not playing at your best. So, not overly surprised, to be honest with you. Ryan, what's going on? Welcome in. Stu, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Carmine. Flyers tied it up with Columbus. Yes. This drink, this is a rum and coke, Austin. And it is a strong one. Yeah, big third coming up in that one, Austin. Absolutely. Huge one. There's the upcoming stream schedule, Bear. That's the rest of this week's stream schedule, so there you go. Yeah, he's been struggling recently, David, but overall, definitely a franchise goalie. But Ullmark has actually been the better of the Bruins goalies here for the last few games. Ullmark played very, very well last night. He made some huge saves that allowed the Bruins to win that game. Yes, Ikeka. Yes, I saw Matthew Tkachuk get into it in front of the net like he usually does. Cal Peterson certainly didn't appreciate him being there. But that's what Matthew Tkachuk does best, and he's one of the best power forwards in the NHL because of it. Hey, Carolina's tied the game against Buffalo. That is 2-2 now. Which team would I like to draft right? I mean, I really don't care where he goes. It's probably gonna be Arizona, Seattle, Montreal. Maybe I'm looking at the standings right now as far as like league wide. Who's the best chance of the first overall pick? Either is going to go to Montreal or Arizona, most likely. Seattle's in the mix. New Jersey might get in the mix if they get the ping pong balls to go their way. But in all likelihood, I think he's either going to Seattle, Montreal, or Arizona. Selfishly, for my own purposes, I would love to see him go to Seattle. But all three of those teams could certainly use him. But I guess selfishly, I would love to see him in Seattle. But it doesn't really matter. Violet Voids, what's going on? Welcome in. Oh, no. Shalgren got injured. That is not good for Toronto. The last thing they need is another goalie injured. I know Jack Campbell's back. Like, he's come back. But they have had a lot of issues with goalie injuries this year, and that is not what they need. Yeah, Ryan. Yep. I do. I'm very not picky when it comes to beer. I like most beers. Yeah, that's the first I'm hearing about him being injured. When did that happen? Like just now? Yeah, John, there's been quite a few of these ESPN Plus exclusive games this year, but I don't think I've streamed that many of them. Oh, that is not good. Yikes. Not good news there for Toronto. But good news for Toronto is that they have a lead. And also good news for Toronto is that the Bruins are losing. So, Boston's losing to Detroit. That's a lousy loss there if it stays that way. And Toronto's got a lead going into the third period, so... We'll see. Will, what's going on? Welcome in. Islanders 1-1 against Dallas. They've tied the game up. Sounds about right. Welcome in, man. Thank you for being here. Sasha, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Well, yeah, Isaac, of course they could. I mean, no one said that they couldn't. Oh, hockey's the best, Ryan. There is nothing like it. Especially the playoffs. Playoffs are a whole other level. Like, there is absolutely nothing like playoff hockey. It is just insane. So I would definitely say follow the playoffs this year, Ryan, and watch as much as you can. Because playoffs are absolutely nuts. There's nothing else like it. That's going to be a big third period coming up between the Panthers and Leafs. Yo, Lil Beastie, what's going on, my man? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to see you in the chat, as always. We're here at the first intermission. I have no idea, Bear. There's like literally 8 contenders this year, so put a name into a hat and pull one out and just run with it, I guess. I literally might do my playoff predictions this year flipping a coin. I literally might just flip a coin for playoff predictions this year. Or I'll do one video with my random ass predictions, and then I'll do another video with coin flips and see which one gets more correct. The coin flips or me picking. Probably the coin flips. Oh, there we go, John. That is a big night. That's a great night for him. Scott, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yes, Lil BC. All of the scores are at the top of the screen. Wow, JG Pageau with a great shot for the Islanders that got them tied up with Dallas. 1-1 game there. Oh, yeah, big time. I mean, Toronto is still one of the hottest teams in the league, Violet Void. So if they can hang on for this win, I mean, obviously that'd be great for them, and huge props to the Leafs. They're on an absolute heater right now, playing incredibly good hockey. I mean, they're doing it against tough opponents too. It's not like they're beating up on bad teams. Like, they are beating really tough opponents: Florida, Boston, Tampa Bay. Like, getting wins against all of them. It's like they deserve a ton of credit for what they're doing. Victoria, see you later. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it, and I'm sure that we'll talk soon. Thank you so much for coming by. Rick, what's going on? Welcome in. I don't think that that's going to happen, but we'll find out over the next 20 minutes. Montreal is second to last in the NHL. Or no, yeah, Montreal is second to last in the NHL. And Edmonton right now is in third place in the Pacific Division, but they can move into second place if they win tonight against the Sharks. And the Sharks are not very good, so Edmonton will probably win tonight against the Sharks. But Montreal has had a very, very bad year this year, Ryan. They are second to last in the league. So we are here getting ready for period number 2 of this game. It has been a fun one here tonight. A very, very fun one here tonight so far. We're only one period in. Can't wait to see what the rest of this this game is going to bring us as we move into the second and third periods. Yeah, you got it, Ryan. No worries. We're ready to drop. We're getting ready to drop the puck now here for period 2. Appreciate you guys all being here. Thank you all so much. We're getting ready to get back to the action. Minnesota down by a couple of goals after the first, but they are on a power play to start period 2 here. So we'll see if they can take advantage of this power play and try and get it back to a 1-goal game. Nashville, BC Transportation definitely had the better first period. I started the channel in October of 2017, Bear, but I didn't really start taking it seriously until, like, 2020. Like, I would say, like, end of 2019, beginning of 2020 is when I really started, like, focusing on the channel and taking it seriously. Terry, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Here we go now as we get ready for puck drop. Period number 2. Who's going to win the middle frame? Nashville won the first period. We'll see about the second here. As that one is played down right off the draw. Preds dump it deep. Coming back up the other way. Over the red line into the offensive zone. That one gets cleared up the wall and all the way down again by Nashville on the penalty kill. And that one gets whistled down as it goes out and out of play. 1:13 left to go on the man advantage. Just 16 seconds into the second. Yeah, it's a big game tonight, Violet Voids. Big game for the Stars tonight to try and get back ahead of Vegas. Taken now behind the net. Played here by Zuccarello. Still a minute of power play time. Worked up here. Predators through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Down around now. Carrier gets knocked down. Played by Kaprizov into the middle. Here's Spurgeon with a shot. Saros with a monster save. Back the other way now. Nashville will clear again. UC Saros with a huge save there to keep this a 2-goal game. Back the other way now. 35 seconds still to go on the power play. Zuccarello into the middle. Pass across now to Hartman. Hartman walks it down. Cross ice pass deflected away. Good stick position there from Lauzon. Up and out. Cleared again by the Predators. Final 20 seconds now of the power play. Minnesota running out of time on this man advantage. Just over a minute and 15 into the second period. Brought into the offensive zone. Fiala with it. Final 5 seconds. Moved now to the blue line, but not out. Wild keep it in, but the power play comes to an end. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. And the Predators take it and get it out of the zone. Back the other way now, down in the corner. Played behind the net, working it up the wall. Taken here by Dumba to Fiala. Fiala through the middle. Chance here, though. That one's stolen back again by Nashville. All right, see you later, Bear. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Curtis, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I have no prediction on this game. I mean, obviously, it's looking good for Nashville right now, so... But you don't get to predict games after they already start. That doesn't... I mean, that's literal cheating, so... I didn't have a prediction going in. Long shot in there. I don't really predict games much, because... I don't really see much point to it. It's never right, so what's the point? As that one gets gloved there by Fleury. And covered up with 17:31 to go in the second. We will get a whistle here. Offensive zone faceoff coming up now again for Nashville. Taken now, Kulikov trying to get it out, but he's pressured. Forecheck of Forsberg comes in, kicks the puck away. Up the boards it goes, out and kept back in. Kicked deep by the Preds. Pinching is Ekholm against Foligno. Foligno moves it to Eriksson Ek, though, and the Wild are out of the zone. He dumps it in. Greenway will chase after, and that's going to be covered up now by Saros. And now he gets some pushing and shoving again after the whistle. Eriksson Ek and Ekholm exchanging some pleasantries there. And that breaks up quickly as we've got 17:11 to go here in the second period. And it will be an offensive zone faceoff for the Wild, trying to get this back to a one-goal game here. Offensive zone draw now. Ryan Hartman to take it against Ryan Johansson. Couple of Ryans in the face-off dot. And the linesman talking to Hartman right now. Not happy about something. Hartman wants an explanation. And Johansson wins it back. Predators take it, and Ekholm launches it out of the zone. Good clear there for Nashville. Spurgeon gets it back and goes D to D. Over the red line now. That's dumped back the other way by Nashville. They go after it. Harden on the forecheck. Forsberg comes away with a puck. Pass into the middle, though, is stolen by the Wild. They clear it out. Backhanded in now by Minnesota. That rolls right in on Saros, and he's going to cover it up with Zuccarello on the doorstep. And now Zuccarello getting into it with a couple of the Predators defensemen. First, it was Ekholm, and then Carrier came in, and they're still jawing back and forth. Certainly no love lost in this rivalry matchup here. And this feels like a playoff game, even though it's not. It's got the nastiness of a playoff series going here. 16:46 to go in the second. Coco, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Cleared out now. Predators get it out of the zone. Back the other way. And now we got another scrap going on back behind the play. It's Duhaime finally getting into it. Grabs Lauzon, and Lauzon gets Duhaime down. Does a bit of a number on him. And Jeremy Lauzon gets in on the action. Our fourth fight of the game as he and Brandon Duhaime get going back behind the play. And Duhaime and Lauzon are both fired up after that one. Getting props from teammates as they head off the ice. Lauzon is smiling in the penalty box. He had fun. He got Duhaime down and landed some good rights there. 16:36 to go now in the second. And these two teams have no problem chucking knucks here. 51 fights on the year now for the Nashville Predators, leading the NHL. I feel like Minnesota's probably not that far behind because Minnesota has a lot as well. Coco, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get that hype in the chat. Everybody welcome Coco to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Some more jawing going on away from the play here. 16:36 to go in the second. Offensive zone draw for Nashville. And McCarron to take it against Foligno. Foligno wins it back. Played now by Dumba. And that one's cleared up and out. Into the offensive zone, chasing after it. Logan, what's going on? Welcome into the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Wild in on the forecheck here. Trying to get this back to a one-goal game. They're down 3-1 early in period 2. Still got a lot of hockey left to be played. Foligno into the middle. Trying to find Delorier. It's poked away from him. Back the other way now. Here comes Nashville up ice. We got delayed penalty on the play. And this is going to put Nashville back on the power play. And now we got multiple guys trying to go after Matt Dumba. Predators not happy with Dumba. And McCarron is down on the ice, just getting back to his feet. Dumba's going to the locker room. What happened here? Oh, this was a blind... it wasn't a headshot, though. It was late, but it wasn't a headshot. It was definitely interference, but he didn't make any contact with the head there. So that's just going to be a 2-minute penalty there to Dumba. And the Predators are going to go back on the power play here. They are already 3 for 3 on the power play in the game. Logan, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get that hype in the chat for Logan, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Florida has tied the game against the Leafs. Avi, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Victoria, thank you for the update. Really, really appreciate it. Played now. Predators setting up in the attacking zone on their 4th power play of the game. They're 3 for 3 on the power play so far. Fleury with a nice pad save there. Down behind the net. Worked out into the middle and kept in by Yossi here. Still set up in the offensive zone. Preds trying to extend the lead to 3. 15:35 to go here in the second. Back out high. Played here. Back to the middle. Granlund with it. Plays it down low. Goes off a leg of Freddie Gaudreau. Back out high now. At the point. Granlund looking to make a play. Passes over to Josi, to Johansson in the middle. Save there by Fleury. And that's cleared out by Minnesota. They'll send it back to the Predators zone. 50 seconds gone off of the power play. Moving it up now. Here comes Nashville with it. Back through the neutral zone. A minute to go on the advantage. Duchesne passes it into the offensive end. Gets it back down low in the corner. Through the middle. Granlund out high. Shot there. That one just misses wide from Josi. And it's cleared all the way down there. Minnesota with another clear. Moved back now. Predators up through the neutral zone. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Terry, thank you. Really, really appreciate it. Ryan, it's 5-3 Ottawa right now. As that one goes up. All the scores for all the other games are scrolling across the top here on the ticker. Final 17 seconds now of the Nashville power play. Is Minnesota finally going to kill off a penalty in this game? Preds with one more opportunity. That shot goes wide. They keep it in. Here's Cousins. Back to the point. Ekholm's blast gets blocked. Ends up going back to Josi. Penalty is killed. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Minnesota desperately needed that. And it's sent in front. And Johansson! No, it's Tomasino finishing the goal there. Thought Johansson might have finished the hat trick, but no, it's Tomasino. And it's not a power play goal, but it's right after the power play. Nashville makes it 4-1. And they go up by 3 in this game. And that is a tough goal to give up if you are Minnesota here. Now down 4-1 here in the second. And it wasn't a power play goal, but it was literally right as the power play came to an end. And Nashville up by 3 here. PCNL, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to see you in the chat. Thank you for coming by. Here's the Preds now right back into the offensive zone. Move to the middle. Zuccarello takes a hit, gets knocked down. Hartman clears it out for Minnesota. They'll chase, and they're going to call icing here. I thought Kaprizov might have won that race, but I guess not. It's icing. 100% Dork has become a member. Let's go. Over a year as a member. Superstar. 13 months of membership. Says Nashville. It's the biggest turnaround of the season. Glad to see they didn't throw their season after losing Rena. Yeah, Saros is a great goalie. And thank you so much, 100% Dork. Really, really appreciate it. Let's get that member hype. Malika, welcome in. Thank you for being here. N4K, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you really, really need to not see any more power plays for the Predators because they have been dominant on the power play in this game. Minnesota cannot afford to be taking penalties as they bring it up ice now into the offensive end. Here's Kaprizov, pass-off shot there. Saros makes the glove save and covers that one up. And then Hartman gets bumped into the net and then takes the net off and hits Kaprizov. Wow. Oh, Shalgren is backing up Campbell now, Victoria. Nice. So at least he's good enough to be on the bench. That is good. We're going to go to commercial break here. Second period action. Nashville up 4-1. 3 of the 4 goals have come on the power play. The 4th one came right as the power play expired. Nope, Christine. No doubleheader tonight. Doubleheader is tomorrow night. Upcoming stream schedule is right here in the chat as we go to commercial break here. Second period action. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Great to have everybody in the chat tonight. Welcome in. Thank you guys for watching. Man, 4 fights in this game. 5 total goals. A lot of nastiness between the teams. Division rivalry the way that it should be. And Nashville taking advantage of their power play chances are up by 3. Minnesota is going to need a major comeback if they're going to be able to, get back into this one and at least get a point out of it. But Predators needed this game badly. Really, really needed this game. And they're playing like it here tonight. They're trying to they need points. They're down to they're at 82 points. Vegas is caught up to them at 82. Dallas is only 1 point behind and playing right now. Nashville really needs to win this game. They haven't been playing all that great recently, but they showed up tonight, that is for sure. Studio update here of the Dallas game, and Dallas is retaking the lead over the Islanders. They are now up 2-1 in the first intermission. That makes the game even more important here for Nashville, because Dallas could pass them in the standings if Dallas wins and Nashville loses. But if Nashville wins tonight, they will remain ahead of Dallas no matter what happens in the Dallas game. 13-14 to go here in the second period. Please don't forget, guys, it does mean a lot if you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Oh, man, Avi, that sucks, dude. That's why I've stopped doing lays. That's why I've stopped doing parlays, because all it takes is one bad game and it ruins the whole thing. Where if you straight bet that, at least you'd make money off the Rangers and Avs game, and then you would just lose the Canes game. You'd probably still come out a little bit on top. Vincent, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. Offensive zone draw now for the Wild. They really need the next goal here. And they need it in this period. You don't want to be going into the third period down by 3. They need it in this period, and they need to score the next goal. As that one shot in, Saros makes a save. Tyson Jost goes to get it. Fiala helps him out, keeps it in. Rips it back down low. And that's backhanded up and out of the zone. Taken over here. Tomasino throws it down low behind the net. Down in the corner. Forsberg putting on the forecheck. Back out now. That one's cleared by Minnesota, and Predators will have to chase. Fiala heavy on the forecheck after it, but the Preds get to it first. Back up to the neutral zone. Nashville. Forsberg takes possession. Getting pressured by Eriksson Ek, but sends it up. And then Sissons gets hit there. Preds bring it up into the attacking end. Fires a shot in there. Glove down by Fleury. Puck ends up in the corner. Goligoski takes a hit but moves it. Up ice it comes. Turnover there by the Wild. Nashville will send it right back into the offensive zone. Ticking under 12 minutes to go here in the second period. Through the middle. Here it comes into the offensive end. Shot there! Saros gets a piece of it and makes a nice save. Preds back the other way. Here's Trennan. Into the offensive zone. He fires a shot, and Fleury has to be sharp. Back the other way now. It's played here by Minnesota. Into the offensive zone. Eriksson Ek back to Greenway. Greenway shot stopped. Here's Kulikov out high. Sends that one around back to Greenway. Here's Brodin jumping into the play. Trying to pass it in front. It's blocked to the end boards. Brodin maintains possession. Rims that one around now. Down low. Up past the boards it goes. Brodin can't keep it in. Here's Nashville now. Trennan on a breakaway. Back the other way. Fleury robs Trennan. End to end, these teams go. Chasing back after it now. Here is Kulikov. Granlund gets knocked down by Fiala. Wild trying to come away with the puck. They'll start the breakout. Up now to Eriksson Ek. Trying to get it through to Bjugstad, but that pass is stolen by the Preds. Back the other way, Duchesne. Duchesne over to Granlund. Chance in front. Just hopped over the stick of Luke Cunnin. Fired in there. It goes wide. Duchesne with it, putting on some pressure in the offensive zone. Predators back on the attack, looking to extend the lead even more. That chance just goes wide. Fleury having to stand tall in goal here. 10:20 to go now in the second period. Wild desperately trying to get it out of their zone. Nashville keeps it in. Finally out now past Fabro, and the Wild can get a much-needed line change. So everybody will head off. It's played now up into the offensive zone. Again for Nashville. Back on the attack as they're outplaying Minnesota here. Here's Bugstad into the middle, down to the sidewall. Kaprizov fires a shot and a save there by Saros. And he's going to cover that one up. We will get a whistle with 9:56 to go in the second period. Nashville with the 4-1 lead. Wild trying to get one here, but struggling tonight as they have been outplayed by the Predators. And it will be an offensive zone face-off now for Minnesota. Yeah, honestly, Vincent, I do that sometimes too. And very, very much make it so that, hey, I'll spend a couple bucks, and if I lose the bet, then I'm happy that the team that I wanted to win won. And then other times, if the team that I don't want to win ends up winning, hey, at least I won some money on it. I do that too. Micah, what's going on? Welcome in. Florida takes a lead. Holy cow. Florida takes a lead over Toronto after being down 5-1 in the game. That is absolutely nuts. And the Flyers lost to Columbus. Thank you guys for the updates. Appreciate it. We're at commercial break here. Second period action. Just past the halfway point of this game. Gonna drop my upcoming stream schedule in the chat again so anybody new can see it that's just hopped in. Got some awesome games coming up the rest of this week, including a doubleheader tomorrow night. Doubleheader tomorrow night, starting with the Lightning versus Capitals at 7:30, and then Vancouver versus Vegas at 10 after that. Then on Thursday night, I'll be back for Pittsburgh versus the New York Rangers, which is very likely going to be a first-round playoff matchup. And then Sunday afternoon, 1:30 p.m., it's the Boston Bruins against the Washington Capitals. That is a TNT game on Sunday afternoon. That is going to be a lot of fun. So some really fun matchups coming up here over these next few days. We're coming back from commercial break here. 4-1, Preds still with the lead. Up the wall it goes. It's cleared out. 9:50 to go in the second. Here's Minnesota with it. Kaprizov chasing against Ekholm to the end boards. It's taken away. Up the wall it goes. And chipped out here by Nashville. Carrier takes a hit in front of the bench. Minnesota gets the puck back. Spurgeon brings it in. Drops it for Kaprizov. Here's a chance now. Zuccarello back to the blue line. Possession still Minnesota, but Nashville's trying to change that. Duchesne's able to clear it out. Back to the neutral zone. Zuccarello getting pressured at the red line. Thrown into the middle there, and it comes out of the zone. Middleton's got to play it back. Yeah, Carolina with a bad loss to Buffalo. That definitely a little surprising there. I'm sorry to hear that, Scott. That sucks. Yeah, man, I mean, Fleury had been playing absolutely outstanding since the trade. He was 3-0 with like a 1.3 goals against average, but obviously not that kind of night tonight. So that one's blocked down there. Wild come back the other way over the red line into the offensive zone. Here's Freddie Gaudreau. Cross-ice pass, trying to find Tyson Jost. Pinching in is Kulikov. Sends it down to the corner. Throws it in there. Saros paddles it away. Wild have it in the offensive end. Long shot there. Knocked down in front. Spin around chance. Can't get it cleanly off. And that one's cleared out now by Nashville. 8:12 to go in the second. Yeah, UC Saros has been absolutely outstanding in this game, Randy. This has been one of the better games of the season that I've seen for Saros. I mean, he has looked awesome. I know he's had a lot of good games, but as far as games that I have actually watched, this has been probably his best. Certainly one of his best. Played out now, Minnesota getting it back out of their zone. They'll dump it in. Fiala takes a hit, but it's icing against the Wild. And we're going to get a whistle here. 7:41 to go now in the second period. And Nashville's going to be back in the offensive zone for this faceoff. Yeah, it seems like it hasn't been very good, James, which they didn't play all that great last night either, despite getting the win. So I can't say I'm overly surprised. Hopefully they're better for this weekend, because they got Tampa Friday night and Washington Sunday afternoon. So they better get it together for this weekend. Colorado is up 6-3 on Pittsburgh now. Wow. So that's a good road game there for Colorado. As that one gets gloved down, and we're going to get a whistle here with 7:20 to go. And I believe it's going to be a hand pass call. Yeah, not having Pastrnak definitely hurts Avi, but I mean, losing a couple players out of your lineup is not a good enough excuse. It is a back-to-back, but I mean, it's the Red Wings, for God's sakes. I mean, you got to be better than that. 7:20 now to go in the second. That one's won back by Minnesota. Into the middle, and they get it into the offensive zone. Stolen away, though, on the back check by the Predators. Jeannot clears it out. Chasing it up ice. He's hard after it against Goligoski. Down in the corner. Chance now shot in there. Fleury with a nice shoulder save. Wild trying to clear. Working it up ice is Marcus Foligno. Sent up and into the offensive zone. Wild go in on the forecheck. Greenway with a hit on Borowiecki. Ericssonette can't keep it in, but gets some help, and now he gets a chance out in front. Poked away there by Saros, and then covered up, and we get another whistle here as we get a stoppage in front. 6:43 to go here in the second, and some more pushing and shoving after the play. Spurgeon getting into it with a couple of the Predators' defensemen. Colorado wins 6-4. Nice. Big win there for them. And the Red Wings go up by 2. That is... Oh, I'm very glad I'm not doing that game, James. Second half of a back-to-back, I knew that might be trouble. Very happy to not be doing that game. I don't want to watch that. I would be furious. N4K, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get that hype in the chat. New subscriber to the channel. N4K. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boyce Cannon, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Minnesota going back in on the forecheck now in the offensive zone. Behind the net it goes. Taken here down below the goal line. Thrown through the middle. Taken here by Brodin. 6:10 to go in the second. Wild really need a goal here. Predators doing a good job of keeping stuff to the perimeter, and that one's cleared out of the zone. Zuccarello's got to go back and get it. He falls down, passes the puck off to a defenseman. Bringing it up now. Played here by Goligoski. No offsides. Wild get it out of their zone. Predators knock it down to neutral ice, though, and Yossi brings it back in. Wild coming back the other way. Here's a chance in behind the D shot. Bjugstad hits the pipe. Oh, my God. Nick Bjugstad with a huge opportunity, but he puts that one off the post, and it stays 4-1 Predators. See if Saros got a piece of this first. Looks like it might have gotten a little piece of Saros and then off the post and out. Either way, it hit pipe, And it is still 4-1 Nashville in a game that they needed to win. They are doing very, very well so far, up by 3 as we head to another commercial break here in the second period. Boys, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Jace, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Awesome to see you in the stream. We head to another commercial break here. Second period action. Nashville in control with the 4-1 lead. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. We got a fun one here tonight. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can have some fun, talk some hockey, and enjoy the games. Great stream tonight. Great chat going on. And a very good game for the Nashville Predators, who have the 4-1 lead here. 4 fights in the game as well, which I absolutely love, and it's been a fun night for sure. Islanders tie it up against the Stars. Wow, the Islanders will not go away. That makes tomorrow's game for Washington. I mean, if the Islanders win tonight, it's back to single digits. It's back to single-digit point difference between Washington and the Islanders. So we'll see. Yeah, UC Soros has been absolutely phenomenal in this game. This has been one of the best games I've seen him play this season. Now, granted, I haven't seen a ton of Predators games. I think I've seen like 6 or 7 this year, but this is the best that I've seen Soros play. Hey, you got it, N4K. No problem. Thanks for being here. Avalanche clinch a playoff spot with the win as well. 3 fights in the first period, Avi, and 1 early in the second. As it's taken now. Thrown in there. Saros with another save, this time on Tyson Jost. And that will get whistled down here with 5:17 to go in the second period. Offensive zone draw coming up again for Minnesota. Columbus beats Philadelphia. Ottawa beats Montreal. Rangers beat the Devils. Heather, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. It's great to have you here. Down to the corner now. Predators trying to clear their zone. Long stretch pass to the red line. And the Wild will have to regroup now in their own zone as it's dumped in. 5 minutes to go in the second. Minnesota back the other way. Fiala with a long shot there. That's gloved out of the air by Saros. And he'll grab that and whistle things down for another face-off. Oh, that's awesome, boys. That is awesome. NHL Hockey News Reports, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Caden, welcome in. Thank you for watching. Minnesota's spending some good time in the offensive zone, Caden, but they're not able to get anything really by Saros. So Saros is really keeping things, keeping things spread out on the scoreboard here because he's making all the saves right now. Leafs tied at 6. Wow, big goal there. Leafs tie it back up with Florida at 6. That might be going to overtime there. Fleury, Marc-Andre Fleury is in goal for the Wild as Minnesota brings it into the offensive zone. Here's another opportunity. Spurgeon shot gets blocked. And now we get another whistle here. I think we had a penalty call back behind the play. Boys, I'm a Boston Bruins fan. I'm from Massachusetts, but I cover the entire NHL on this channel, and I'm just a huge hockey fan in general. So this gets whistled down now while Minnesota was in the offensive zone. And I guess it's not a penalty. I'm not quite sure the whistle then there, but anyway, offensive zone draw for Minnesota. They can't win it. Predators get it back defensively and will try and clear it out. Bad pass to the defenseman, though. Kaprizov keeps it in. Wild with a chance now to establish their forecheck. 4:07 to go here in the second. That one's cleared out of the zone. Preds doing a good job here defensively. Wild still with possession. Trying to start and regroup back up into the offensive zone. Here's a chance in behind the D. Backhand shot and a save by Saros. But it's going to be a hooking penalty against Luke Cunnin. And Minnesota's going to go to the power play. This is a big opportunity now with just under 4 minutes to go in the period. Minnesota to the power play, trying to get this back to a 2-goal game. They really need a goal before the intermission if they're going to have any chance at a comeback. Nashville's playing very, very well tonight, and Saros has been outstanding in goal. This is a huge power play chance for Minnesota. We shall see what they can do with it. One back now. Wild setting up in the offensive zone. Spurgeon working it around in the attacking end. Tries to drop it back, then ends up with it in the corner into the middle. And Tanner Jeannot is able to poke that one out. 1:40 now left on the power play. 3.5 minutes to go in the second period. Minnesota back through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end, looking to take advantage of this power play chance. Ryan Hartman back to Spurgeon. Playing it around now. Set up here, 1:20 still on the power play. Wild with it in the offensive zone. Kaprizov gets away from Sissons. Down behind the net. Puck's in the corner now. Out high to Hartman. Hartman's shot gets blocked. Zuccarello keeps it in. Back to Ryan Hartman. He gets pressured. Back to Zuccarello. Over now. A minute to go here on the power play for Minnesota. Under 3 left here in the second period. Long shot there. Blocked in front. Predators clear it out. But we get a cross-checking penalty. Oh no. This is going to be a 5-on-3 here for the Wild. It is a cross-checking penalty to Alexander Carrier. And the Wild are going to have 55 seconds of 5-on-3 time. And this almost becomes must score here for Minnesota. You get a 5-on-3 chance to get back into the game down by 3. 55 seconds is a pretty good amount of time. They really feels like they need to take advantage of this. We're going to get a timeout here, it looks like. Minnesota is going to use their timeout here. That shows you how important it is right now. Because usually you don't see timeouts used before the third period in the NHL. Minnesota's using their timeout here for this 5-on-3. So that shows you how important this is here for the Wild to try and get themselves back into this game. If they can cut the lead to 2, you know, that's still within reach in the third period. If it's a 3-goal game in the third period, that's a little bit more one-sided. Charlie, what's going on? Welcome in. Yes, the Avalanche, with their win tonight, have clinched a spot in the playoffs. Officially, the second team to do so. Although, we've known for a long time that they were going to be in the playoffs, but they're mathematically locked into a playoff spot now. But thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate it. Minnesota now wins the faceoff. We are back underway. 5-on-3. For the Wild, trying to cut this back to 2 goals. 2:40 left here in the second. Playing it down low behind the net. Chance there. That one goes off the stick of Kaprizov. Kept in, though, at the blue line. Here's Kaprizov. Pass. Driving in. That shot is blocked. And goes up into the netting. A huge shot block there. Holy cow. Predators staying in front by 3. Getting in the shooting lanes. Offensive zone draw again here for Minnesota. All the big guns on the ice, trying to score a goal here. Really need to cut this back to a 2-goal game. They've got 36 seconds left in 5-on-3 time. That one's taken now by Kaprizov. Back to the blue line. And we get a hand pass call. A hand pass against the Wild. And that puck is now going to come out of the zone. Wow, that's a mistake there by Minnesota. Taken now. Minnesota wins the faceoff, trying to bring it back into the offensive end. Played up now. Minnesota on the attack, still 5-on-3 for 20 more seconds. Working it around. Kaprizov with a shot block. Second chance. Kaprizov scores! And Kirill Kaprizov scores for Minnesota and makes it a 4-2 game. And the Wild aren't quite done yet, as they are back into this one here late in the second. 5-on-3 goal for Kaprizov. Beautiful shot there. And because it was a 5-on-3 goal, they're still going to have the rest of the time in regular power play. So the second penalty, the first penalty comes off with the power play goal, but the regular power play will continue here for Minnesota. And they'll still have another minute and 18 seconds of power play time now as we're back underway. And Kaprizov has 87 points now on the season as Saros makes a nice save there. Puck knocked down in front. Eriksson Ek trying to dig for it. It's loose. Saros keeps it out. Finally, they blow the whistle. And Saros getting into it with Eriksson Ek a little bit there. Very feisty here still in the second period between these two division rivals. And Saros gets the whistle there as he covers that one. The puck did squirt loose, but it was after the whistle had blown. So 1:04 still remaining on the power play here. Minnesota back to a 2-goal deficit, and still some power play time here to try and make it a 1-goal game. As the Wild take it at Zuccarello late in the second period. Chance in front goes through Kaprizov. Trenton now out of the zone for Nashville. Over the blue line into the offensive end. Trenton with a shot. That one's blocked down. Wild trying to get it back. They will. Possession here with 45 seconds of power play time to go. Toronto and Florida is going to overtime. So both teams get at least 1 point. We'll see who gets the second. And Minnesota here ices the puck on the power play. That never makes the coach happy. 41 seconds of power play time, but they're going to be starting back in their own zone. If they can even get possession. Taken now. That one won back now by the Wild. Zuccarello will try and carry it out of the zone. Over the red line here into the middle. Here's Spurgeon getting behind the D. Jared Spurgeon and a save by Saros. Second chance. That shot's ripped wide. Taken now by Zuccarello. Cross ice. Pass. Shot there. Saros gets a piece of that with the arm. Working it back out now. Predators trying to kill this off. Wild pouring on the pressure here, looking to make it 4-3. It's finally cleared all the way down. And that is pretty much going to do it for the rest of the power play. Back to even strength again now. It's 4-2 Nashville. 5-on-3 goal for Minnesota, but that's it. It's still a 2-goal lead for the Preds. 40 seconds to go in the second period. Minnesota back into the offensive zone. Played up there. That one's chipped out by Nashville. Wild get possession back in the neutral zone. They'll throw it into the offensive end and chase after it. Yossi behind the net. Gets it to his teammate up the wall, and out come the Preds. Predators now into the offensive zone. They'll chase deep on the forecheck. Foligno takes a hit to move the puck. Gets it through to Middleton. Middleton pressured, though, turns it over. Here's Nashville with it. Final 5 seconds now here, the second period. Stolen by the Wild. Into the offensive zone. One last chance here. Middleton shot gets blocked, and the horn sounds. That is going to do it. And period 2 comes to an end. And Minnesota cuts the 3-goal deficit to 2. But that is how they will start the third period. As we have 40 minutes down and 20 minutes of action to go. The Nashville Predators with a 4-2 lead over the Minnesota Wild with 20 minutes remaining. And this is going to be a big third coming up. We'll see if Nashville can hold this lead or if Minnesota has a huge comeback in them. This has been a fun one, an extremely physical one. And third period is going to be a whole lot of fun to see who's able to take this one home. But we're going to have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat during the intermission while we wait for period number 3 to begin. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. It's awesome to have you all in the chat. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a hockey community where everybody can come together, have some fun, and talk about the games. So we're going to have some time to chat now at this intermission while we wait for the third. What a game this has been, though. Holy cow. Really, really fun one between the Preds and the Wild. And, you know, Minnesota pushed hard there at the end of the second. So, they're still not out of this. Able to get it back to a 2-goal game. I don't remember Minnesota getting anybody from Vegas, Micah. They got Fleury from Chicago, and they got Middleton from San Jose. All periods are 20 minutes, Ryan. All periods are 20 minutes. Wow, Florida in OT? Florida wins it in overtime. They were down 5-1 in that game. And they come back to win it 7-6 in overtime. That is absolutely insane. Holy cow. I mean, Toronto does at least still get a point out of it. But Florida coming back from down 5-1 and ends up winning the game in overtime. That is unbelievable. Jonathan Huberdeau with the OT winner, his 26th goal of the season. That is crazy. Wow. What a game that must have been. And the Leafs. That is not going to make Leafs fans happy, but they still did get a point out of it. So if we look at the standings now, the Toronto Maple Leafs, let's see, Florida goes to 104 points with the win, and the Toronto Maple Leafs go to 96 points with the OT loss, and they will remain in second place in the division, and Florida obviously extends their lead in first place. And in all likelihood, the Florida Panthers are going to win this division. I would say I'd be willing to bet right now that the Panthers win this division. I have never been there, Micah, no. But wow, that is crazy right there for the Leafs and the Panthers. 7-6 overtime game. That is nuts. Florida plays Nashville on Saturday. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Jets Jets need every win that they can get, Avi. Literally every win that they can get. They need badly. Hey, what's going on, Avatar? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you. Yeah, Detroit's going to beat Boston. Boston is staying right in that wild card spot where they are. I'm saying that right now. Boston is staying in that wild card spot right where they are. In my opinion, I don't think they're getting. I don't think they're getting up into the top 3. Well, I guess technically they're not in the wild card spot right now. Technically they're in 3rd because Tampa lost last night. But as soon as the Bruins lose tonight, they'll drop back to the wild card spot because they'll have one more game played than Tampa Bay and the same number of points. So they'll drop back to the wild card 1 spot. And I think that's where Boston's going to finish, personally. I think they're going to be the wild card 1 team, and they're going to have to play the Carolina Hurricanes in the first round of the playoffs. And Carolina absolutely destroyed the Bruins in all 3 of their matchups in the regular season this year. So I am not optimistic about the Bruins beating the Canes. Boston's biggest rivals, Ryan, I would say Montreal, Toronto, and Tampa Bay has pretty much become their other main rival. But Montreal and Toronto are longtime rivals, and Tampa Bay over the last few years has really become their big other rival. Yeah, I mean, Brunette's been a great coach for Florida. I mean, they haven't lost a beat. Even, you know, you almost forget that they had a coaching change early in the season because of what happened with Quenneville. It doesn't even feel like it because they never missed a beat. Brunette's done a great job with that team. Scavenger, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you as well. And really, really appreciate you coming by. Young Mafia, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Dallas is taking a 3-2 lead over the Islanders. So that is big for the Stars. The Stars can move back into a playoff spot. The Stars can move back into a playoff spot if they win tonight. And right now they're up 3-2 over the Isles. Beastie was here earlier, Scavenger, but I haven't seen him in the last little while. Lisa, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Thanks for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. Wild are down by 2 here, but Minnesota's still like very easily in a playoff spot. But they haven't had the best night tonight. Nashville's done a good job. Colorado just clinched their playoff spot tonight. They're probably going to win the President's Trophy as the #1 team in the league. They continue to lead the Western Conference. There's Beastie. There you go, Scavenger. Beastie's here. Shant, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Really, really appreciate it. I don't know, Austin. That's a tough one, man. 5-1 lead to then lose in overtime. That's tough. Yes, Ryan. I will drop the upcoming stream schedule in the chat. I'm actually doing 2 games tomorrow night. I am doing 2 games tomorrow night. Doubleheader. First Tampa Bay versus Washington. And then the Canucks against the Golden Knights after that. No, I've never met an NHL player, Micah. I don't think. No, I don't think I've ever met an NHL player. So, the Sabres beat the Hurricanes earlier tonight. The Senators beat the Canadiens 6-3. The Panthers beat the Maple Leafs 7-6 in overtime. Rangers beat the Devils 3-1. And Blue Jackets beat the Flyers 4-2. It's a nice win there for Columbus. The Avalanche beat the Penguins 6-4 and punched their official ticket to the playoffs. Game's still going on right now. Obviously, this one, Nashville up 4-2. Red Wings are beating the Bruins. Red Wings are beating the Bruins 4-2. The Stars have a 3-2 lead over the Islanders as of right now. And the only game that hasn't started yet is the Edmonton Oilers and San Jose Sharks, which is coming up at 10:30. So busy night in the NHL tonight, and a lot of good matchups, a lot of good games going on. Connor, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Everybody, let's give Connor some new sub hype in the chat and a warm welcome to the channel. Lil Beastie told him to come here. Thank you. That is awesome. Welcome in. We're the second intermission here. This one, Predators with a 4-2 lead, trying to hold on for the win. Obviously, Minnesota trying for a big third period comeback here. But they're going to have to come out very strong in the third if they're going to be able to pull that off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Boston's going to lose tonight. Joey. Oh, it's 4-3 now, Isaac? Wow. All right, Bruins get one back. They still got 2.5 to go, and they're only down by 1. I swear to God, if the Bruins erase a 2-goal deficit in like the -3 in like the final 3 minutes, I don't even know. If they somehow win that game, that's just insane. I swear to God, if this team somehow finally finds a way to win that game despite being down 2 goals with only a few minutes left. Hey, maybe that will set us up for a great comeback in this game potentially too. We already saw one with Florida. Xanified, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. It's awesome to see you in the chat. The God 26, what's going on? Lil Beastie told you about this channel as well. Thank you so much. Everybody, let's welcome the God, new subscriber to the channel. Thank you. Get some sub hype in the chat. Yeah, Preds do need this win, boys. Absolutely. Preds do need this win. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you're enjoying the streams. Thank you so much for being here. It's awesome to have you. This is a lot of fun. New subs in. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is a vitally important game for the Nashville Predators. Minnesota is, they're sitting fine. They're second in the division. They're at 91 points. Minnesota's in really good shape. This game isn't a must win for them. Nashville, though, is right on that playoff bubble. Nashville is at 82 points. Vegas is at 82 points. Dallas is at 81 points. Like, Nashville really needs this game. Lil Beastie, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I mean, you're welcome to bring as many subs as you want here, Lil Beastie. We're trying to grow the community and make it a fun place to hang out and enjoy some hockey. Oh, thank you for being here, boys. It's awesome to have you. Just trying to keep growing this community a little bit, day by day, game by game, and enjoy some hockey, have some fun, and keep it heading in a positive direction. And Detroit gets the empty netter. So yeah, that's how that one goes. Sure, Young Mafia. Lil Bird, shout out. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it. Yeah, Xanafied. Panthers are one of the more physical teams in the Eastern Conference. That's why, I don't know, someone was saying, I don't know if it was, what stream it was, somebody was saying that Panthers, like, Panthers don't play playoff style hockey because they score so many goals. That's not true at all. The Panthers are one of the more physical teams in the Eastern Conference. They love to get scrappy and throw a bunch of hits, and they can drop the gloves when they need to. They're definitely a playoff style team, and they're a very, very fun team to watch. Yes, Ryan, I have had Taco Bell, yes. Randy, what's going on? Welcome in. Or, no, you were here earlier. Never mind. Welcome back. I don't know. I'm starting to lose it, I guess. Lil Bird, shout out. Yeah, goalie's my big question with Florida, Avi. Goaltending. That's my big question. Can they keep the puck out of their net? And are their goalies good enough to carry when they need them to in a playoff series? Very good lobster rolls, Nomander, yes. But we're getting ready here for the start of the third period. Predators carrying a 2-goal lead into the final frame. Dave says Johansson needs a hat trick. He's got 2. Let's see if he can finish it off. I don't think either of them are making the playoffs, Eddie. I don't think either of them are making the playoffs, but I kind of disagree with the Islanders having a better chance. But I don't know. I don't think either of them get in at this point, so it doesn't really matter. Hey, there we go. Looks like the Bruins and Red Wings ended the game with some fun as we drop the puck for the third period here. 20 minutes to go. Predators up 4-2, and we are underway in the third as the Wild bring that into the offensive zone. It's Goligoski. His back pass doesn't connect. The Predators take it over the red line, and they dump it up ice. Andrew, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. OMG for life. Welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get that hype in the chat. New subscriber, OMG for life. Played down low. Up the wall it goes. Over the blue line. Into the offensive end. Shot in there. Gets deflected up and in off the sideboards. Predators in the offensive end trying to get the forecheck going. Trevor, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Down low there. Big hit on Yossi. Predators keep it in, though. Now it pops out over the blue line. Trevor, I think Calgary's going to win the division. Oilers and Kings, I think, get into the playoffs. And then Vegas, it's going to be Vegas versus Dallas down the stretch to try and whoever's going to get that last playoff spot, I think is either going to be Vegas or Dallas, whichever one. But I think the top three are going to be Calgary, Edmonton, and LA. Played around now. Back the other way. Here's Duchesne, cross-ice pass. Predators back into the offensive zone. Shot in there, goes wide, around the corner. Spurgeon trying to get it out. Here's Minnesota trying to clear their zone. It's Jonas Brodin, backhanded to neutral ice. Moved into the middle. That one's poked away from Kaprizov. The Predators go back the other way. And that one deflects up and out here. Just about 2 minutes into the third. 18:03 to go. Predators doing a good job so far. Offensive zone face-off here now for Nashville. I feel like one more goal might really put it away here for Nashville if they can get one more. Wild can't afford to give up any more goals as the Preds try and work it around the offensive zone. Taken now here by Forsberg. Back the other way now. Taken here through the neutral zone. And taken back by Freddie Gaudreau. Played here by Minnesota. They carry it out of their end. Passed up to Middleton to the red line. Dumped into the offensive zone. Going after it now on the forechecker, the Wild. Trying to get some offense going here in the third. They've got 17 more minutes to score 2 goals and try and tie it. Played down behind the net. Backhanded here. Duhaime takes it. Brandon Duhaime gets around one guy. Trying to get by Luff, but it's poked away. Now he just has to dump it in. Andrew, thanks for coming in. Millions, welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. Let's get that hype in the chat for Millions, new subscriber. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dumped in now by Minnesota. They chase after it. Trying to keep this one in. Shot goes wide to the corner. Played here. Brodin sends one in. And kept it on the other side by Kaprizov. Taken now. Alex, good night. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Ikeka, welcome back. Love seeing everybody in the stream. Thank you guys all for being here as that's played out high to Luff. Working it over now. Predators looking for goal number 5. Wild keeping everything to the outside. Played around now. Down behind the net. It's been a very fun game, Andrew. Very fun game. Played down now in the corner. Here's a hit. Taken by Tanner Jeannot. Cycle game going for the Preds on the attack here. Cool Gamer, what's going on? I mean, Predators are in really good shape right now. Long shot there. Saved by Fleury. Chance in front. Jeannot poked away by Fleury. Lil Beastie, I'll have to check the numbers. So that one's cleared all the way down by Minnesota. I don't know exactly what we were at when it started, but probably close to 20, Lil Beastie. Jules, welcome in. Thank you for being here. 15:15 to go here in the third period. Predators back up with the puck over the red line. And not able to get it in cleanly. And that's going to get whistled down for an offsides. 15:10 remaining in the third. We've got a neutral zone face-off coming up. Wild need to get the offense going here. Down to about 15 minutes to go in this game. They got to get the offense going. Moved out now. That one's cleared all the way down. Taken down here in the corner. Greenway absolutely pace one of the Preds in the corner there. Minnesota with a chance now. That puck is deflected off wide. Out now to the blue line. Middleton keeps it in, plays it down. Taken here behind the net, it's Greenway. Wild cycling still in the offensive zone. Thank you, Young Mafia. Appreciate it. As ESPN Plus cuts out again. Classic ESPN Plus. Wow, 3 a.m., Ryan. Jesus. And now, of course, I'm like a minute behind in the game because of this stupid app. Taken back the other way now. 14:05 to go in the third. Wild gain possession back in their own zone. Taken by Kirill Kaprizov. I don't know. ESPN Plus is the only way that I watch, like, most of these games that I watch, because unless they're in market, there's really not any other way to watch them. I can tell you who the best face-off team in the NHL is. I see you guys arguing about face-offs in the chat. Let me just go to team stats here. Face-off win percentage. The best face-off team in the NHL is the Toronto Maple Leafs at 55.2%. The Nashville Predators are 11th in the NHL at 51.1% in the face-off dot. And the Minnesota Wild are actually one of the worst face-off teams in the league at 47.1%. They are 29th in the NHL out of the 32 teams. So, face-off's not a strong suit for the Wild. But Toronto has the best face-off percentage in the NHL. Over 55% for the Maple Leafs. And we're getting a penalty call here against Nashville. Luke Cunning's going to the penalty box. Wild are going to get a power play chance, and this is a huge power play here in the third, trying to cut this back to a 1-goal game. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. Face-off percentage for Boston. They are third in the NHL at 53.8%. Top 5 teams in the league in face-offs are Toronto, Dallas, Boston, Carolina, and LA. Those are your top 5 face-off teams in the league. Yeah, true. All right, last one, Young Mafia. Lil Bird, shout out. What else? All Sports Fan Adam, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, I mean, they were slightly favorites in this game, but Nashville has beaten Minnesota every time they've played this season. Nashville's played very well against the Wild. But we're at commercial break here. Third period action. Minnesota going to the power play when we come back. A huge power play opportunity to try and cut this to a 1-goal game. My favorite what, Young Mafia? Player? Hey, I'd love to, Ryan. I would love to, for sure. Oh, my favorite team is the Boston Bruins. I'm from Massachusetts. I live about an hour away from Boston. Bruins are my team, but I cover the entire NHL and just a big hockey fan in general. Favorite player on the Wild is Marcus Foligno. Marcus Foligno, Young Mafia, is my favorite Wild player, but I like a lot of the players on the Wild. They're one of my favorite teams in the Western Conference, as this is brought up into the offensive zone. At least this roster. Played around now. Like, this version of the Minnesota Wild, I like a lot of these players. Back out high now. Played around by Spurgeon. I mean, he's good, but Marcus Foligno's my favorite. Shot in there, and that one covered up by Saros in front. 109 still to go on the power play. 4-2 game. And 12:41 to go here in the third period. Wild still down by 2. Trying to get the offense going here. Wild don't have like a true number one center. I think that's one of the things that kind of hurts them in the face-off dot. Like, it's kind of, I mean, like, obviously Kaprizov is a superstar, but he's a winger. They don't have like that true number one star center. So, that probably doesn't help with the face-off thing, but I don't, the Wild are good enough to make up for it other places. Like, it certainly hasn't hurt them this season. Like, they've still had a great year. Yeah, Wild deflected one by Greenway off the post there. That was very close to being 4-3. But no cigar. .53 seconds to go still here on the power play. Back out high. Another shot there. Save. Rebound chance. Shot. Another save by Saros. UC Saros has been so good in this game for Nashville. Played into the middle. Long shot there. Blocked on the way through. Final 37 seconds of power play time. 12:07 to go in the third. Long shot there. Gets knocked down again. Predators trying to clear it. This time they get it out. All the way down. Cleared there by Nashville. Fleury plays it. Sends it to a defenseman. It's Brodin. Jonas Brodin up to Kevin Fiala. Into the offensive zone. Final 18 seconds of the power play. Wild looking for a goal to make this a one-goal game. That one deflects off glass and out. Preds trying to kill this off. They're down now. 11:40 to go in the third period. Still up by 2. Into the offensive end. Fiala gets hit. Greenway into the middle. Played back now. Predators clear it out. Power play's over. And we are back to 5-on-5 hockey here. 11:15 to go in the third period. Goligoski's going to backhand it in. After the stream, Young Mafia. Into the offensive zone. Over the blue line. Into the offensive end. Forsberg with a shot. That goes high off glass. Played around now. Down low behind. Taken here in the corner. Wild trying to get it out of their zone. Predators keep it in. Here's a chance now from Goligoski. Gets it through to Kulikov. Kulikov back D to Goligoski. Backhanded up the boards. Gets it to Delorier. Delorier's out of the zone as he takes a hit. Predators get the puck back in their own end. They'll regroup. Played over now here by Nashville with 10:20 to go in the third period. Almost halfway through the final frame here. Here's Minnesota now up through the neutral zone. Kaprizov into the offensive end. Wild barely stay on sides, but here they are driving it out in front. Shot there. Saved by Saros. Another opportunity. One too many passes for Minnesota. Zuccarello with a shot. Now Saros with another pad save. And that one is cleared back out to the neutral zone. Predators goalie UC Saros having an incredible game. Worked back now into the middle. Played here by the Wild. That shot attempt gets blocked down by Nashville, and Duchesne's going to take the puck. Brought up now and dumped into the offensive zone by the Preds. Getting it in behind. Greenway backhands it up the wall. Gets it to Foligno. Back to Greenway through the neutral zone. Trying to get around the D. Gets by Ekholm there. Puck ends up in the corner. Eriksson Ek trying to get it in front. Just goes off the outside of the goal. Greenway with a big hit there. Predators come away with the puck, and they're able to get it out now. 9 minutes remaining in the third. This is a big game here for Nashville, as they do not want to fall below that playoff cut line. 8:50 to go remaining here in the period. Wild with the puck in their own zone. Goligoski slowing things down. Moved up now. Minnesota into the offensive end. Here's Goodrow. Pass in the middle. Jost with a shot goes wide. Freddie Goodrow gets one back. Long shot there. That one gets knocked down. Cleared out of the zone. Nashville with it now behind their own net. It's Dante Fabro. Back the other way. Aaron, what's going on? Welcome into the stream. Thank you for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. Moved up now, trying to get it into the middle. That one's turned over at the red line. That's backhanded in on Fleury, and he leaves it for Jared Spurgeon, who will start the breakout again for Minnesota. Into the offensive end. Wild trying to go back on the attack. Getting down to crunch time now for them. They need 2 goals. Yeah, I'm watching on my television in the basement, Young Mafia. All the way up now into the offensive end. Shot there. Saved by Fleury. Rebound attempt sent to the sidewall. Kaprizov gets it back. He takes a hit but plays it to Spurgeon. Up the wall it goes now. Kaprizov into the offensive end. Poked away from him. Nashville clears it back out. Kind of hard to describe, Ryan, because different parts of the state are very, very different. Like, Cape Cod is all like beaches and ocean and stuff. Boston is very, historic and has all this American history. And then the western part of the state is like mountainous, not big mountains, but very like hilly, lots of rivers and lots of woods out in the western part of the state. So there's like very different parts of Massachusetts. So we head to another commercial break here. We're down to about 7 minutes to go here. And Minnesota's still down by 2, not able to score here in the third period. I would imagine that he'd be pretty upset, Axie. I can't imagine he's too happy. Yeah, I mean, they're not getting enough. I mean, they have a lot of shots on goal, but they're not getting enough of those like real quality chances in front. Minnesota's got to find a way to get more going on in front of the net and try and get a quick goal here. We're at commercial break here. Third period action, about 7 minutes to go. I'm going to drop my upcoming stream schedule in the chat so you guys know what games are coming up on the channel here for the rest of this week. We got some fun matchups along the way. Down to the final few minutes of this one. Minnesota's going to have to go into desperation mode here. They got to go all out for the offense. Coming back here from commercial break. Moved up now over the red line. Dumped into the offensive zone now. Wild go back in on the forecheck here. Trying to get it going offensively with the fourth line on the ice. It's Bugstad, Delorier, and Duhaime. Over now, shot from the point. That one just gets blocked wide. Good opportunity there. Good shift for this fourth line of the Wild. Now, Nashville's able to come away with it, and Forsberg carries it out of the zone. To the red line, line changes coming for both teams. Nashville now into the offensive end. 6.5 remaining shot. And they score! Matt Duchene snipes one there. It's 5-2 Predators as they go back up by 3 with 6:32 to go in the third. And that might be the icing on the cake here for the Nashville Predators, as Duchene snipes one there over Fleury, and the Predators go back up by 3. It's a 5-2 game. Xanified, yeah, and it really sucks for sure, but definitely have before, yes. Taken now, dumped back in here by Nashville. They go back on the attack. Wild now back down by 3. That does seem like the dagger, Avi. It does. As we get a whistle here. And 6:17 to go in the third now. Back to a 3-goal lead for the Predators. Nashville has beaten Minnesota in every game that they have played this season. Crazy. They have the Wild's number. Eriksson Ek breaks his stick off the faceoff, goes to the bench for a new one. Predators dump it into the offensive zone. Taken up now, played here by Goligoski out of the zone. Brought up ice into the offensive end. Here's Kulikov. He gets it deep off a skate. Forechecking pressure coming now for the Wild. Shot in there. Second chance. Saros with another save. Back the other way now. Taken up. Foligno in front of the bench. Getting into it with Jeannot. Back out to the neutral zone. Preds get possession back. 5:35 to go in the third. Drop pass here for Yossi. Yossi with a shot. That one's blockered away. Back the other way now. That puck ends up in the corner. Play down in front. Wild trying to get it out of their zone. Kept in again. Now Tyson Jost finally clears it back out to neutral ice. Preds send it right back in. 5:10 to go in the third. Around the boards it goes. Kulikov gets hit. Wild come away with the puck, though, and they get it up to neutral ice. Into the offensive end. Here's Minnesota. Sends that one around. Derek, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Awesome to see you in the chat. Fiala drops it off. Wild here trying to get some offense going. Under 5 minutes to go. Down by 3. It's full-on desperation time now. Chance here. There's a shot. That one stopped on the way through. Duchene clears it up to Forsberg. He chips it out of the zone. Wild take it back. Forsberg getting into it with one of the Minnesota players right at the blue line. Predators clear again. Here's Matt Luff dumping it in. Looks like Fleury's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Wild have pulled the goalie here. Down by 3 goals with 4:14 to go in the third. Played back behind the net. Minnesota setting up now in the offensive zone. Here's Greenway thrown in front. Jeannot pokes it to the sideboards. Predators clear it out of the zone. Good defense there from Nashville. Hartman has to chase back and get it now for the Wild. 3:50 to go here in the third period. Down by 3 goals. Wild are running out of time. Here's a chance. Shot in. Blocked in front. Saros gets a piece of it. Wild keep it in the zone. 3:35 to go here. Top of the circle shot. Saros with a nice save. And he covers that one up. We get a whistle now. And we're going to head to our final commercial break here of the third period. It will be an offensive zone faceoff for Minnesota when we come back. But they are down by 3 and quickly running out of time now with about 4 minutes to go. Liam, what is going on, my man? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by the chat. Really, really appreciate it. Again, guys, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of every team are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a hockey community where everybody can have some fun, talk hockey, and enjoy the games. Thank you guys again all so much for watching. And we've had a fun game here tonight. 4 fights, lots of physicality, lots of goals as well. And Nashville has gotten the job done. 5-2 lead. Nashville has gotten the job done here tonight. This will be a big win for them. See if Minnesota has any late offense to get going here, but they've struggled to get the puck by Saros tonight. Appreciate you guys all watching the stream. Thank you guys so much for the support. Another stream where we've gone over 2,000 views. That is incredible. And back at the beginning of the year, I mean, streams were only getting like, some streams, depending on the matchup, were only getting like 700-800 views, and now it's just grown and grown as the season goes along, and we're getting like every stream now well over 1,000 views, a lot of them up over 2 or even 3,000. They still have one more game to go, BC Transportation. They play again on April 24th as the Predators can't get that puck out of the zone. We're back underway. Am I buzzing, Randy? No, I wouldn't say I'm buzzing. I've only had this one drink all night, but this has been a really fun game. This has been a really fun game to watch. Taking now, Fiala. Back to the point. Top of the circle now. Yes, Austin. Doubleheader coming up tomorrow. It's going to be a fun time. 3:06 to go in the third as that puck hops up and out of play. And we'll get another whistle here. And an ozone draw coming up again for Minnesota. Here's Eriksson Ek now to take the draw against Ryan Johansson. Still an empty net for the Wild. 3:06 remaining. That one gets won back defensively by the Predators. They send it all the way down, and it misses the open goal. That's going to be icing. So 7 seconds click off the clock, and 2:59 remaining in the third. It's an icing call against the Preds. It will be an ozone draw here for Minnesota. Forechecking pressure coming now here from the Wild. Big scrum down there in the corner. Both teams going for it. Eriksson Ek and Ekholm really getting into it. Everybody comes in there. Johansson and Zuccarello as well. Wild come out of it with the puck. Setting up here in the attacking end. 2.5 to go now in the third. Shot in there and a save. And now another gathering after the whistle. But this one breaks up quickly. And now Ekholm keeps it going. Maybe it doesn't break up so quickly. Ekholm keeps it going there. And we'll get a stoppage here. Ozone draw for Minnesota with 2:32 to go in the third now. Ryan Hartman's going to take this offensive zone draw. One back now around the boards. Away from Foligno. Predators trying to clear it out. They get it to neutral ice. Tanner Jeannot goes back into the offensive end. That's going to get whistled down for offsides. He's from Scotland, Xanafied. Taken back now. Neutral zone draw. Sissons trying to win it for the Preds. He just chips it up ice. It's dumped in and gloved down by the Wild. They get possession back. Minnesota sends it around the boards. 2:10 to go here in the third period. Predators able to clear it out, though. Minnesota can't get possession on the forecheck. Greenway's got to dump it back in. He takes a big hit. Saros plays it to the sidewall. Chipped up there. Brodin pinches to keep it in. Played around now in front. Here's Freddie Gaudreau with a shot. Nice pass in front there by Foligno. Gaudreau gets a shot off, but Saros makes a save. 1:50 now remaining in the third. Wild keep it, pressure on in the offensive offensive zone. But Saros is stopping everything right now. "46 saves in the game for UC Saros. What a night for him." And the Predators take this one to the blue line, get it out to neutral ice. Trying to hit the empty net. That one just goes wide. No icing on the play. Brodin goes back to get it for Minnesota. Fiala trying to help him out. Almost loses the puck to Granlund. Wild with it now. Kaprizov. Pass up. Hops over everybody's stick, and the Predators clear it back to the neutral zone. Here's another chance for the Predators, but they can't get it on goal. Wild get possession back now. 1:15 remaining in the third. Kaprizov into the offensive zone. Wild setting up again here. Net still empty, looking for a goal, but it's going to be too little, too late now. They've run out of time. Final minute now of the third period. Still a 3-goal game. Eriksson Ek gets robbed there by Saros. Long shot in, blocked down in front, trying to find it. Rebound chance just goes wide. Wild keep it in, though. Here's Goligoski. Plays it to Fiala. Fiala's shot gets blocked, and the Preds take it. And they will carry this one up and out of the zone here. Bringing it back in is Dmitry Kulikov, but this one gets whistled down for offsides. And we get another stoppage here with 38.7 to go. Oh yeah, Randy, he had a phenomenal game tonight. So we're going to get one more face-off here out in the neutral zone after the offsides. Actually, I don't know if it's one more face-off. I mean, there could be more, but we're going to get another face-off here with 38.7 remaining. That one gets taken now. Ryan Johansson can't get it by the Wild D. Marcus Foligno dumps it back in. Here's Greenway trying to throw it in front. Hartman was there, but it didn't get through to him. Wild still played around. That's blockered away by Saros. Goligoski keeps it in. Shot in there. That one goes wide. Final 16 seconds now. Thrown in front of the goal again. Predators going to clear this one out. Goligoski tries to step up, but can't keep it in the zone. Here's Nashville. Up Johansson. Hat trick. He scores with 6 seconds left. It's a hat trick for Ryan Johansson, and it's a 6-2 lead. The Predators finish it off. And the empty net does not pay off for the Minnesota Wild as Ryan Johansson finishes the hat trick with the empty net goal. 6 seconds remaining, and Nashville is picking up a huge 2 points here tonight. And that is Ryan Johansson's first career hat trick. Wow. He's been in the league a long time. I can't believe that that's his first hat trick. I mean, yeah, 744 games. 744 games. He's never had a hat trick until now. Wow. Well, congratulations to Ryan Johansson there on his first career hat trick. And obviously now they're trying to finish out this game, but with all the hats on the ice, they got to wait until everything's cleaned up. And this is a big win here for the Predators, who now take a 2-point lead over Vegas. And depending on what Dallas does tonight in the Islanders game, will either be 1 point ahead of Dallas or will be 3 points ahead of Dallas, depending on if the Stars can hold on for that win. They're up 3-2 in the third period right now. Minnesota's coach is Dean Evison, and Nashville's coach is John Hines. And John Hines is going to be happy tonight as this one goes final. And the Nashville Predators win 6-2 over their division rival, Minnesota. The Predators have won every game against the Minnesota Wild so far this season. They've played now 3 times. They have one more matchup to go. That will be on April 24th. But Nashville has won all 3 games so far. So that is going to do it for me here tonight. Thank you guys again all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. My upcoming stream schedule is in the chat. So if you guys want to know what's coming up for the rest of this week on the channel, there it is in the chat. Doubleheader tomorrow night. Tampa Bay versus Washington, and then Vancouver versus Vegas. And then Thursday night, we've got Pittsburgh versus the Rangers, and Sunday, Boston versus Washington. So some fun games coming up on the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Please don't forget before you go to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a community where everyone can come together, enjoy some hockey, and have some fun. And that is going to be the end of me here tonight. Big one coming up tomorrow with the doubleheader. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great day tomorrow. And hopefully I'll be talking to you all very soon. So until then, good night, everybody. Thanks again, and see you next time.